is such an interesting animal, isn't it? It really is. Truly. Because there's some situations where you can do all the right things and you still fail. You can still get knocked in the teeth by life. You can. And now I have to make a choice. So I'll keep it brief. If I became a full-time streamer, is that something that would be viable? By all measures, I don't know. I really do not know. Because it's been something that I've tried to avoid for as long as I possibly can, even though there are people in my situation who would have turned to YouTube immediately. I've always been more old school. I've always been of the mindset of keep it as a gig, keep it as, just something to do for fun. And support yourself with more traditional employment opportunities. Well, those more traditional employment opportunities have dried up to about 8 hours a fucking week. And you cannot live on that. So my question to all of you is this. If I became a full-time streamer, and I'm talking full-time, I mean 5 fucking days a week, is that something that would be viable for me? Is that something that you guys would come out and enjoy, comment, interact, perhaps financially support if you were feeling generous enough, and of course I do appreciate it? Or is it not? Because when you're on 8 hours a week at a full-time job and you see the writing on the wall, so you move jobs. You move to a different job that has a now hiring sign out front. When you get interviewed for the position, it's a full-time job. And then you start, and by your second week, all you have is 8 hours. And your third week schedule comes up. Also less than 10 hours. That's not a fucking full-time job. Not even close. And I've spent such a long time. When life hits you, you can have one of two responses. You can get sad or you can get angry. And for such a long time, I've chosen option A, sadness, for so long, too long. Because sadness is a very passive emotion, right? You're not really gonna change much when you're sad. But when you get angry, and when you start wanting to fight back, that's when actual change occurs. So, if I were to start this next week, 5 nights a week, streaming on whatever platform is viable, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Twitch, I don't know. That's in the audience's court. Is that something that's an option on the table for me to stay within my own 4 walls and a roof over my head? I don't know. Only you can answer that. But that's why I decided to make this announcement video. I am potentially back full-time through necessity. We'll see what happens. Comment down below. Let me know. I'm all ears. Thank you. Take care.